My mom, 2 years ago, was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and through the process, actually right before she died, she shared with my brother and I that she had a baby that she had given up for adoption before she met my dad. And so at that point, I found out that I had a sister. It was a tough time because my mom was dying, and so we had to kind of get through that week. But from the minute I found out that I had a sister, it was on. I had to find her. And so it was really a hard story or a hard thing to do because I didn't have a lot of information. My mom wasn't able to share a lot before she passed. So I had to kind of go on my own hunt. And based on the information that I did have, I was able to reach out to Catholic Charities and find out that Catholic Charities handled the adoption for my mom and that all of the information was available for me in Tennessee. And so without that connection to the Catholic Charities of Denver, there's no way I would have been able to find Sherry.
Well, I get a letter in the mail from, it was like a little kid opening, a Christmas package or something, but I got the mail, went through it, and it said Department of Children's Services, Tennessee, so I knew something. And so I opened it up, and the case manager had written a letter, said it was in your best interest to call. So at that point I called, and she said that you have a sister, and she would like to, meet you, and if you would like to proceed, it has to be in writing. So I think it took a couple months back and forth with that. And then that was the longest 3 months ever. So
I called and she answered the phone and I said, I stumbled a little bit and I was like, is this Sherry? And she said, oh my God, is this my sister? And it was just a bunch of tears and blah, 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 blah. I talked about everything. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was a nice phone call. And then that was Tuesday. And then Saturday we met in Galena. She lives 3 hours from me. And so we met in Galena. It was a 6-hour, that drive up there, I was just crying and all of that. And we met at Rendezvous Coffee Shop for 6 hours. We talked, and Holly brought me a package that looked like a wedding gown box with a big bow, and inside was all my medical history and just information. And we sat there, we just sat there like we were, we've known each other all our lives. It was amazing. And then she gave me a box wrapped to get to know your birth mom box, and in that box was 2 videos, her favorite candies, a journal, and just so thoughtful, and a poem she had written, and really cool. Yeah, so here we are.
I remember she said, I just really want to know who I look like. And I said, well, I can help you with that because she looks exactly like our mom. They could be twins.
It's still so surreal, and I just feel so blessed. There's no other words really, and now I'm going to start crying. So, yeah.